Yo, what up, what up, what up? I'm your host, MC Tweet. You on Di-VerZe Hits. Today we got a follow-up interview with Lattifah. Y'all give it up, give it up, give it up. Welcome back, Lattifah, welcome back. What's been going on with your life?
Not much. What's happening? What's going on?
Nothing. Ooh, got a mic fix. Nothing much, nothing much. We just been, we've been working, but I've been following you on the gram and everything. I see you've been living your life. What's been going on with you?
You know, just figuring out entrepreneurship, the ins and outs of entrepreneurship, going forward.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah, just figuring out entrepreneurship, you know, finding my way, all that good stuff.
So what is it like not having somebody to clock you and tell you where to go, where to be there?
Right. It's actually pretty dope. I'm able to position myself as more of a contract worker, you know. I'm able to give my services, you know, at a contracted rate, and I have the right to just, like, I'm done with this at any moment, you know?
So that's I-9?
Something like that, you know? I don't know. Something like that.
So you did any new work? You got any new work for us?
I got a couple of new releases. So I actually just released a children's book. It's about, like, self-love and just inspiring kids. It's called I Am Bigger. Just letting kids know that they're bigger than bad names, bigger than any obstacle, bigger than anything that tries to destroy them. So yeah, that's what I've been working on.
That's dope. That's dope. Always doing something inspiring.
Yes, I try.
So your friend that you brought last time, did y'all do it together?
Oh, we didn't do the children's book together.
No, the notebook.
Tap in.
Tap in.
Yes, we tapped in and we tapped right on out.
Y'all still grooving?
We still tapping in.
Okay. So who is your friend you have today?
I have the one and only Di-VerZe, another one of my good author
Di-VerZe.
friends. Yes. She's amazing.
Thank you.
Where are you from, Di-VerZe?
I'm actually from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yes,
How we get you down here in the A?
Man, I live my life like a nomad. I've been some everywhere, but you know, the A is where I've been the longest rather, for 3 years. So.
Okay. 3 years is the longest?
Yeah.
You quite to move around.
I am. Well, I get up and go in a minute.
All right. Do you work with Lattifah and Dee?
Yeah, we do. We do a lot of things together. So yeah.
How you collab? What you do?
Well, just on a women's empowerment note, you know, on top of, it's like our friendship doesn't have like a we do this, we do some of everything, you know. So definitely be on the lookout for what's coming between me and her. So yeah.
So is this a prior friendship or y'all networking, met each other?
Networking and met each other, basically.
Through what? See, y'all gotta tap in on this networking. Hey, y'all, if y'all don't meet nobody, ain't no way for you to succeed. You gotta meet people.
Right, absolutely.
So y'all met through where?
So we actually met at the co-working space.
Yeah.
So it's a phenomenal co-working space down in Atlanta. It's called the Bakery Co-work. Shout out to the bakery. It's owned by Miss Skittles.
Yes.
And yeah, she does. Bevy was doing the social media management, and I was there, you know, doing the writing as needed, and we just like hit it off instantly.
See, that's why she my girl.
That
That's why she
awesome.
That's why she my girl.
I was like, we met. Where do we meet?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Y'all got to meet people.
Got to.
Jesus.
Have to.
All that shyness ain't gonna make it in the world of entrepreneurship.
At all.
I swear you got to. I heard somebody say you have to feel uncomfortable at least once a day
Man.
to keep moving. You got to make yourself feel uncomfortable at least once a day.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Absolutely.
So like if you shy, stepping out and just stand up and speak.
Yep.
Just try it.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Yep.
I actually went to a networking event one time in Buckhead. It was pretty interesting. I mean, I'm pretty a social person, so I pretty much met everybody there. I didn't follow up with anything. I got in contact with a couple of owners of high position people in a couple of fields, but I mean it's a networking party it's everything.
Yeah.
Like it's it's the world. So any book signings coming up?
Well, I'm actually having an event on the 30th at the same co-working space, the Bakery Co-work. It's called Women Who Write. So any women who write, men as well, you know, stop through, come through and support.
That was real sexist. Yeah. I was gonna say something after.
Well, they have Women Win Wednesday every Wednesday, so we were honored to be a part of it this upcoming, the Wednesday on the 30th. So definitely stop by to be myself and 2 other authors from Atlanta, but we are definitely making ourselves known. You know, we're letting the world know that we belong as well, you know, and just making reading cool again.
So are men allowed?
Yeah, y'all can come. Or whatever.
Oh.
No, y'all are definitely allowed.
She just say right, she gonna have to show up. And TV invited us. No, sir. No.
I'm not let him in.
So what's the address of it?
It is 1500 Southland Circle, Atlanta, Georgia. It's gonna be Suite H. You'll see us. Bakery Co-work.
Okay, Bakery Co-work.
Yes.
That is awesome. So I see you doing a lot of traveling.
Yes.
Is you doing like a search for me or a search for me tour?
It just goes back to networking, right? Like just trying to find my way, and then being a writer, you have to just go places and just kind of duck off and either write or breathe or take a moment to yourself. But yeah, traveling is definitely key to me being able to keep this journey going.
Now I noticed on your post you do a lot of inspirational words with your posts.
Yes.
Does that put you in a place where you have to help a lot of women? Do you get a lot of calls or advice?
So it used to, until I literally had to put my foot down, because I was like, these women keep asking me questions that I answered in my book already. So if you asking me these questions, either you're not reading or you're just taking advantage. And at this point, sis, I've got to refer you back to that Amazon link because,
What if they can't read to comprehend?
Well, and then that's something, we can definitely talk about. So my inbox is open for that. But before you start asking me stuff like, hey, how do I love myself? Or how do I tap in? Or how, it's like, did you read the book first? So I would definitely say read the book first, and then if you have questions, then reach out. But for the most part, once I started redirecting them back to my books, they're like, oh man. So those questions turned into more like thank yous instead. You know what I'm saying? I had to let them know, like, look, I'm an author, not a therapist. Like, that's one of the disclaimers. I love putting in my books. Like, that's my disclaimer. And they get it.
Now, as far as networking, I had a little idea pop up. What about, have you ever thought of doing like what are they called? The getaways that women,
the retreats?
Retreats.
Yeah.
Brain fart.
I have thought about doing a women's writers retreat. I'm thinking more along the lines of like June, July of this year. But I definitely want women to come, and every woman that leaves will get a book deal from me. But I would love for us to just write and release and just really, really vibe.
I think that'd be a good little thing where you get some quiet space, get a little cabin.
Yes, exactly.
All kind of juices flowing in the brain.
Yes, I so agree. That's the goal.
So, okay, what kind of, have you did any self-finding in your life?
Did you say okay?
Yeah. Is that all right?
No, you good. Cut it on.
Oh, cut it on. Hold on. I'm
Gotta
sorry.
hold it
I'm
down.
sorry.
I did.
You said K.
I done threw right back to the damn K. Mary K.
He'll mess up somebody.
Right, it's okay. It is okay.
Because I got Mary K stuck in my head.
Bevy J.
When she came in, I was introduced. I could have sworn Tifa said Mary K.
Said
and I said it again. I was like, Mary K? And she was like, yeah. I was like,
nah.
thought her mama was like a sponsor and just fell in love. And her name, I was pink Cadillac, everything.
Right? I'll go for a pink Cadillac right now.
But have you had to go through any life changes that
Oh my gosh.
brought you down this journey?
Absolutely. I feel like...
Can we get a scoop? We want some juice, like a juicy story.
Ooh, I don't know if y'all ready for the story. Actually, let me share this with you. When I did move here in Atlanta in 2019, I was homeless. You know, I have one of those stories. You know, most people that really make it out of Atlanta pretty much always have that type of story. And for me, mine was personal because my mother got sick and she's in Louisiana. And at that time, it's like I had $300 in my account. I'm ditching a repo and, you know, all of that other stuff. And it's just like, do I use this $300 to get another Airbnb or the hotel room, or do I use this because I need to survive off of this? And it's just one of those, oh my gosh, what is people going to think about Bevy J sleeping in her car and all of that other stuff? So I went through that whole motion and that whole moment of, you know, really taking it in. You know, it's like I felt like God had to break me down in order to build me up. So it's like he broke me all the way down to where I had nothing so that he could build me back up into who I knew he called me to be. So it's just one of those things, like, actually this month makes it 3 years since I was sleeping in my car, actually. So it's just like one of those moments. This is like, dang, you know, you still hearing people like, yo, how did you overcome that? I'm still in my car, or I'm still crashing on friends' couches. And it's like, you gotta want it really bad. You gotta want it really bad. And that's how I got about my situation, because I was like, ain't no way. God put all of these talents and gifts in me. Ain't no way I'm gonna be in my car for another month. So
your testimony then.
Yeah.
Congratulations though.
Yeah, absolutely. It's up and stuck from here. So
Alright, P, you want to fill us in on in case didn't nobody see the first episode when you came, on your
Yes. So last year when I came, it was last April, and I think it was the day after I got fired from corporate. I
think we were talking about it.
Yes, I had just got my behind handed to me. Okay, like they locked me out the computer. It was like, today is your last day. My shift started at 9 a.m. It's from 9 to 5, and they literally fired me at 4:45. And
they locked you out?
Yes, they locked me out of my computer system, and they was like, you know, today's your last day. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, I grabbed my phone, I recorded it. So I was the woman in the bonnet going viral online or whatever. But I had to let y'all know.
You was not in there throwing books, girl.
You didn't tell me that.
You was not in there throwing books.
Yes. I let everybody know. Like, you could literally hear my supervisor in the background firing me. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wait, I'm
Do
sorry.
you have a different address you want to provide?
No, I'm sorry. Could you repeat everything you said?
Yeah. So I do have Dina on the line with us today. And I said that based on our conversation yesterday, there was a further investigation which determined the behavior is a violation of our bondability policy for displaying dishonest activity. So we've made the decision to separate your employment effective immediately.
Okay. You could actually mail everything.
Appropriate address to send it to?
Wait, I'm
Or
sorry.
do you have a different address you want to provide?
No, I'm sorry. Could you?
And I don't know, something just came over me. Like, I had worked that job for like 4 years and put a lot of things on hold working there. And I don't know, like when they fired me, it really freed me. You know, I went outside, I meditated for like 15 minutes, and you know, I'm a forward thinker. So I was like, what's the solution? You know, what's next? And my books were laying there, and literally they was looking at me like, it's me and you now, sis. You know, so I really started tapping in with writing. I think I got fired in April. By June, Rod Wave had grabbed a copy of my book. I met some millionaire women who were like, oh, you write? Oh, I need a book, right? Ended up publishing with them, writing with them, all once again by networking. And I mean, my life has really, it's been taking off. I mean, for real. Now, I also hit a dip. I was homeless, you know. I hit all that last year, but I was able to really build myself back up, like in a matter of months, with the help of some very great friends, very great people. But again, my gift carried me. Writing, it really carried me. So I just think, like, if they would have never fired me that day, I would have still been there. I would have still been tired. I would have still been locked into their salary and their ratings and stuff, you know. Because one thing about entrepreneurship, it has no ceilings, you know. It's no cap on what you can really make. So I'm really glad to be free from that. But a lot can change in a year, y'all. A lot can change. I'm not the same woman that was sitting on that this couch a year ago. Less than a year ago.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing, since both of y'all have been on y'all journey and been through y'all tough times, one thing that y'all can give to a graduating high school female about to go out and don't know her way, can you give me one thing that you would tell her?
I would say self-development, sis. You know, if I knew what that was in high school, I feel like my journey would have been different. I'm not complaining about my journey because I had to go through everything I went through, but always self-development. You know, it's like you have to continuously to educate yourself. You have to continuously to grow. You got to continuously to evolve. You know, so it's like, and if you don't do that by reading books and surrounding yourself with like-minded women, like, you know, I want to be this, you know, I want to go to college for this. You got to be in that circle. You know, you got to get there, and you're going to get there through self-development. So.
Absolutely. And I would say keep going, because like college, I don't know, I guess that's when life really started happening for me. I didn't even know that I was, like, when I started struggling back then, I was like, wait, I'm struggling? Like, I didn't think that was a thing. Because, you know, things had just been so good for me. But definitely keep going, and just know that where you are right now is not where you will always be. Like, it's not your final destination. So definitely keep going. Heavy on the self-development, because it would have definitely saved me a lot of steps as well. But yeah, keep going.
Now, were y'all straight A students in high school?
I was.
Yeah, like, girl, please.
Man, I barely graduated high school.
Yeah.
Barely graduated.
Well, that's good though, because we get to see both spectrums. So.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I was gonna say at first, like, it's not everything, right? Like, I actually, after high school and college, I was like, oh my gosh, like, my whole being has been tied to just school and making A's.
Yep.
And I literally had to go out and find my identity outside of that, you know?
Yeah.
So don't get caught up in that, because it's not everything. Like, if you are excelling in school, but you are failing, like, in your emotional health, your self-care, your financial health, you know, all of that, then are you really winning, you know? So don't get caught up in that. I'm a straight A student and I'm perfect. Like, no.
Yeah.
Life is so much more than that.
So, would y'all recommend college?
Well,
Because I mean, because some people say it's a waste of time, a waste of money, and
I have learned so much more by starting my own business than I ever learned in college. College did not teach me how to, you know, file for my LLC and just really structure and solidify my business, but I really did gain a great experience from college. I went in trying to major in like criminal justice, and I had never even heard of African American studies. So when I heard of that, I was like, oh, let me see what that's about. So I actually switched my major to African American studies, and it changed the game for me, absolutely. So that was my saving grace. So I would definitely say go for the experience, but it's not required, in my opinion.
so the experience of what?
Just like culture. So coming from Douglas, Georgia, with a population of like 11,000 people. Yep, 20.
Y'all got 11,000 people?
Last time I checked, it was like 11,000. I think that's for Coffee County though, for the whole county.
Yeah, that sounds big.
But Georgia State actually had like 30,000 people. So it was such a culture shock for me. I was like, whoa, like, but it really made me. Everything isn't just 10 minutes down the street, and you can't just call somebody to come fix your tire and all that like you want. Like, so definitely go for the experience, but go prepared. Don't go out here and getting all these loans and debt trying to get this, because the loans don't leave. So go when you're ready, get a scholarship, but just to try to hop up in college and all that, nah, sis. By the time you graduate, hopefully I can have a job for you. You feel me? Like,
That's what I'm
That's what I'm talking
get this
about.
work. Like,
Yes, yes.
yeah, that's what I'm on.
For me, I would honestly say I'm a college dropout. You know, I changed my major several times because I really did not know what I wanted to do. And, you know, I had it hard growing up, you know, so that's why I said I barely graduated. And for me, I just wish that there would, I don't know if there is, but like different assessments need to take place in high school to see, are you on that road for straight education? Because education, you don't necessarily have to get from college. You know what I'm saying? You can educate yourself through other systems, but I don't know, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Because for me, I'm like, I went for cosmetology because I wanted to be this bomb hairstylist. Then found out that wasn't for me. Then I was like, you know what? I want to save people's lives. Let me become a nurse. Dropped out of that. Then I said, you know what? Let me go for business management. And this was my turning point. I had 1 year left before I graduated and I dropped out. And it's just like, I don't have to be in school in order to learn how to run a business, because I was asking those questions to my professor and going back to what she was saying, they knew nothing about an LLC, because I'm like, oh, go to Google, and that was his response.
Because they don't teach you how to start.
Nope.
And that was like, so what am I paying all of this money for if you can't? Well, I have this business idea, so how do I make it legal?
I think
How dare you ask me
is
that?
made to make you fall in line with society.
Yeah.
College is a business. It's
Yeah.
definitely a business. So,
Absolutely.
don't get caught up in the colleges that come visit your high school because they are getting paid. You know, they're trying to recruit you. They have partnerships on the back end. College is definitely a business, and you can definitely start, you know, your own thing without going to college. You absolutely can.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all for coming in and sharing. Can y'all put y'all Instagrams out and,
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, tell them how to follow y'all?
Well, y'all can follow me at IamBevyJ, and that's IamBevyJae. Remember that name, y'all.
Yes.
Not Mary Kay.
Yes, and you can follow me at The Author Queen. That will take you to all of my social media platforms. Stay connected with me, and yeah, I'll meet you at the top.
Cause I'm gonna be there waiting on you.
Okay.
Hold it, I'm sorry. Hey, come on up, step up.
Right.
Step
Right.
But yeah, I hope that they were able to reach some of you young female ladies going into the world and just inspire y'all to do better. Cause I love when black women reach back. Just like black men, I mean, I always try to give back to young, man, I love kids, period, so I'm always trying to help kids, but I'm glad to see y'all doing something positive with yourself, and everybody can't be out here rapping and doing what everybody else want to do, but positive change helps the world, and
Sure.
I love you sisters for that.
Thank you.
But yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We'll see y'all next time. DJ Ray on the ones and twos. Remember to tune in every weekday at noon for DJ Ray Live. And follow him on TikTok. DJ Ray, what's your TikTok?
DJ Ray.
Follow DJ Ray on TikTok too. He loves his TikTok now, y'all. The TikTok world will open up for him, so now he's going crazy. Well, we're gonna holler at y'all next time, man. I'm MC Tweet, DJ Ray on the ones and twos. Ladies, y'all want to say anything before y'all go?
Just keep going, like I said, and thank y'all so much for having us. Thank you for what you all are doing for the community and giving us a platform to be heard.
Absolutely. And to any woman that's out there that may be struggling, you're in your head, girl, it is time to elevate. Just remember that.
Elevate and keep going. Y'all tune in next time. Di-VerZe hits. We out.